everyone. Today we begin a powerful journey. This journey is about small habits. These habits look tiny, but they change lives. The name of the book is Tiny Habits. The author is BJ Fogg. He is a behavior scientist from Stanford University. This book is not about willpower. This book is not about motivation speeches. This book is about how behavior really works. If you have ever said, "I want to change, but I cannot," this book is for you. Take a breath. Relax your body. Let us begin. Who is BJ Fogg? Simple explanation. BJ Fogg is a scientist. He studies human behavior. He asks questions like, why do people fail to build habits? Why do New Year resolutions fail? Why do people know what to do but still do nothing? After 20 plus years of research, he discovered one powerful truth. People do not change because they are lazy. People do not change because the system is wrong. This truth changes everything. The big lie about habits. Most people believe you need strong motivation. You need discipline. You need willpower. BJ Fogg says this belief is wrong. Motivation goes up. Motivation goes down. You cannot control it. When motivation disappears, your habit disappears. So what actually controls behavior? The core of the book, Behavior Formula. BJ Fogg introduces a simple formula. He calls it B-MAP. Let us say it slowly. B means behavior. M means motivation. A means ability. P means prompt. Behavior happens when motivation is present. Ability is present. A prompt is present. If one element is missing, the behavior does not happen. Breaking down B-MAP, very important. Let us understand each part one by one. 1. Behavior. B. Behavior means doing something. Taking action. Physical movement. Examples. Brushing teeth. Drinking water. Exercising, studying, saving money. Thinking is not behavior. Feeling is not behavior. Only action is behavior. 2. Motivation M. Motivation is want. It is how badly you want to do something. Motivation can be high, excited, medium, low, tired, stressed. Example, on January 1st, motivation is high. On January 15th, motivation is low. Motivation is unreliable. BJ Fogg says, if your habit needs high motivation, it will fail. 3. Ability. A. Ability means how easy or hard something is. This is very important. Most people think, I failed because I was not motivated. BJ Fogg says, you failed because it was too hard. When something is easy, you do it even with low motivation. When something is hard, you avoid it even with high motivation. 4. Prompt. P. Prompt means reminder. A prompt tells your brain, do this now. Examples of prompts. Alarm, phone notification, seeing your toothbrush, a person reminding you. No prompt, right? No action. Even if motivation and ability are present, without a prompt, behavior will not happen. Why people fail? Clear explanation. People fail because they focus only on motivation. They ignore ability. They use bad prompts. They say, I need more motivation. I am lazy. I have no discipline. BJ Fogg says, stop blaming yourself. Change the system, not the person. Real life example, exercise habit. Let us take an example. You want to exercise every day. Old way, wrong way. Goal, 1 hour workout. Needs high motivation. Hard for ability. No clear prompt. Result, failure. Tiny habits way. Goal, 2 push-ups. Very easy. Needs low motivation. Clear prompt. Result, success. Why? Because ability is high. The ability curve, simple language. BJ Fogg explains ability like a curve. On one side, hard behaviors need high motivation. On the other side, easy behaviors need low motivation. The secret is, make the behavior tiny. Small actions remove resistance. Key principle, dear to 1. Make habits small, not motivation big. This is the heart of tiny habits. Why tiny works better than big. Big habits. Create fear. Create pressure. Create failure. Tiny habits. Feel safe. Feel easy. Build confidence. Your brain loves success. Even tiny success releases dopamine. Dopamine can't motivation. Success changes identity. BJ Fogg explains, behavior changes identity. When you succeed, even in small ways, your brain says, I can do this. I am the type of person who shows up. This is powerful. Motivation versus ability. Truth bomb. Let us say this clearly. If a behavior does not happen, look at ability first, not motivation. Ask, is it too hard? Is it too big? Is it unclear? Reduce size. Reduce time. Reduce effort. Prompt types, simple categories. BJ Fogg explains 3 types of prompts. Erster person prompt. Someone tells you. Coach, teacher, parent. Those context prompt. Seeing something, location. Situation, example. Seeing bed, sleep. Seeing food, eat. 3 in action prompt. One action triggers another. Example. After brushing, floss. After coffee, journal. Tiny Habits uses action prompts most. Why willpower fails. Willpower is limited, temporary, exhausting. BJ Fogg says, design beats willpower. Good design makes habits easy, removes friction, uses natural behavior, the new habit mindset. This book teaches, stop forcing yourself. Start designing habits. Stop feeling guilty. Start feeling successful. Important truth, very important. You do not rise to your goals. You fall to your systems. Tiny habits build strong systems. Welcome back. In part 1, we learned one powerful idea. Behavior happens when motivación, ability, prompt come together. Today, we will learn how to build habits in real life. This part is the heart of the book. BJ Fogg calls this the Tiny Habits Method. It has 3 simple steps. We will go slowly, one step at a time. The Tiny Habits Method overview. The method looks like this. Anchor, behavior, celebration. Say it slowly with me. Anchor, behavior, celebration. This method works for health, money, focus, confidence, relationships, mental health. Anyone can use it, any age, any background. Why this method works. Most habit systems fail because they are too big. They need high motivation. They rely on discipline. Tiny Habits works because it is small. It is simple. It fits human behavior. BJ Fogg designed this method using science, not motivation quotes. Step 1, anchor, very important. Let us start with the first step. What is an anchor? An anchor is something you already do, something that already exists in your life. Anchors are stable behaviors. Examples: brushing teeth, drinking tea, turning on your phone, sitting on your bed, opening your laptops. An anchor answers one question: when will I do this habit? Why anchors matter. Most people forget habits, not because they are lazy, but because they have no prompt. Anchors solve this problem. Your existing routine becomes the reminder. No alarms, no apps, no pressure. Anchor formula, simple rule. BJ Fogg gives a simple sentence structure. After I anchor, I will new habit. Example: after I brush my teeth, I will floss one tooth. After I pour my morning coffee, I will take one deep breath. After I sit on my bed, I will stretch my arms. This sentence is very important. Good anchor rules. Not every anchor is good. A good anchor must be something you already do, something you do every day, something that happens naturally. Bad anchors: something you forget, something inconsistent, something stressful. Good anchors are calm and automatic. Step 2, tiny behavior. Now we move to the second step. What is a tiny behavior? A tiny behavior is very small, very easy, takes very little time. It feels almost too easy. BJ Fogg says, if it feels too small, you are doing it right. Why tiny is powerful. Your brain avoids pain. Big habits feel painful. Time, effort, energy. Tiny habits feel safe. Your brain says, I can do this. This removes resistance. Examples of tiny behaviors. Let us see some examples. Instead of 30 minutes exercise, do 2 push-ups. Instead of read 20 pages, do read 1 sentence. Instead of meditate 20 minutes, do 1 deep breath. Instead of clean the house, do put 1 item away. Tiny does not mean useless. Tiny means start. The ability first rule. Remember this truth. Make the habit easier, not yourself stronger. When behavior is easy, motivation is not needed. Willpower is not needed. This is freedom. Designing your tiny behavior. Ask these questions. Can I do this on my worst day? Can I do this when I am tired? Can I do this in 30 seconds? If the answer is yes, it is tiny enough. Step 3, celebration. Most ignored step. Now comes the most important step. Celebration. Celebration means feeling good, recognizing success, creating positive emotion. Celebration is not about rewards like food or money. It is about emotion. Why celebration is critical. Your brain learns through emotion. When you celebrate, dopamine is released. The brain remembers the behavior. The habit wires faster. BJ Fogg says, emotion creates habit. Without celebration, habits grow slowly or fail. Examples of celebration. Celebration can be saying yes, smiling, fist pump, saying I did it. Feeling proud? It must feel real to you. Fake celebration does not work. Timing of celebration. Celebration must happen immediately, right after the behavior. Do not wait. Instant emotion or stronger habit. Tiny habits recipe, complete formulas. Now we combine all 3 steps. Full recipe format. After I anchor, I will tiny behavior, and then I will celebrate. Example, after I brush my teeth, I will floss 1 tooth, and then I will smile and say nice job. This is a complete habit recipe. Why this method is different? Most habit books say, push harder, stay disciplined, be consistent. Tiny Habits says, make it easy, celebrate success, grow naturally. This reduces shame, no guilt rule. BJ Fogg makes this rule clear. Never feel guilty for doing tiny habits. Tiny habits are not failure. They are smart design. What if I do more? Sometimes after starting tiny, you may want to do more. That is okay, but it is optional. The rule is, tiny is required, more is optional. This keeps pressure low. Habit growth happens naturally. When confidence grows, you do more without forcing. The habit expands naturally. This is how habits stick long term. Real life example, confidence habit. Anchor. After I look in the mirror, tiny behavior. Say 1 kind word to myself. Celebration. Smile and feel proud. Over time, confidence increases. Self-talk improves. Identity changes. Identity shift. Important insight. Every tiny habit sends a message to your brain. Message: I am someone who shows up. I care about myself. I can change. Identity changes behavior. Common mistakes to avoid. Let us look at common mistakes. Making habits too big. Skipping celebration. Using bad anchors. Depending on motivation. Tiny Habits avoids all these mistakes. Welcome back. In part 1, we learned the behavior formula. Behavior happens when motivation, ability, prompt come together. In part 2, we learned the Tiny Habits method. Anchor, behavior, celebration. Today, we go deeper. Today, we learn why people struggle and how to remove struggle completely. This part will change how you see motivation, effort, self-control. Take a breath. Relax your shoulders. Let us begin. The big shift in thinking. Most people believe this. If I want change, I need more motivation. BJ Fogg says, wrong focus. Motivation is not the problem. The real problem is ability and environment. This idea is powerful. Understanding motivation, truth, not myth. What is motivation? Motivation is desire, want, emotional energy. Sometimes motivation is high. Sometimes motivation is low. Motivation is like weather. You cannot control it. You cannot rely on it. 3 types of motivation. BJ Fogg explains that motivation comes from 3 sources. 1. Sensation, motivation. Pleasure, pain, comfort, discomfort. Example, eating tasty food, avoiding pain. Anticipation, motivation, hope, fear, expectation. Example, hoping for success, fear of failure, belonging, motivation, social approval, acceptance, avoiding rejection. Example, wanting praise, avoiding embarrassment. Why motivation is unreliable. Motivation changes daily, depends on mood, depends on energy, depends on stress. You cannot build a stable habit on unstable motivation. BJ Fogg says, if your habit depends on motivation, it will eventually fail. This is not weakness. This is biology. Ability is the real case. Now let us talk about ability. What is ability? Ability means how easy something is, how simple it feels, how little effort it needs. When something is easy, we do it naturally. When something is hard, we avoid it. The ability chain. BJ Fogg explains that ability depends on many factors. These include time, money, physical effort, mental effort, emotional effort, social effort. If any one of these is too heavy, the behavior fails. Example, reading habit. Goal, read every day. Problem, book is far away. Time feels long. Mental effort feels high. Result, habit fails, not because of laziness, but because ability is low. Make it easier. Core rule. BJ Fogg gives a clear rule. When behavior does not happen, make it easier. Do not say, I need more discipline. I am weak. Say, how can I make this easier? This removes shame. 6 ways to increase ability. BJ Fogg gives 6 methods to increase ability. We will explain each simply. 1. Reduce time. Shorter is better. Example, instead of 30 minutes, 1 minute. Instead of full workout, stretch. Time reduction increases success. 2. Reduce effort. Make the action easier. Example, keep shoes near the door. Open the book in advance. Less friction, us more action. 3. Reduce mental load. Thinking is tiring. Example, decide in advance. Remove choices. Simple choices create consistency. 4. Reduce physical effort. Use your environment. Example, sit while exercising. Use lighter tools. Comfort helps consistency. 5. Reduce emotional effort. Fear and shame block behavior. Example, no judgment, no pressure. Safety increases action. 6. Reduces social effort. Social fear is powerful. Example, start alone. Practice privately. Confidence grows quietly. Environment design, very powerful. BJ Fogg says, environment shapes behavior more than motivation. Your surroundings control your actions. Good environment versus bad environment. Bad environment. Distractions everywhere. Tools are hidden. Temptations are visible. Good environment. Tools are visible. Distractions are removed. Desired behavior is easy. Designing for success. Ask these questions. What makes this habit hard? What makes this habit easy? What can I remove? What can I add? Design beats willpower. Example, healthy eating. Bad design. Junk food visible. Healthy food hidden. Good design. Fruits visible. Junk food far away. No motivation needed. Prompts revisited. Deeper understanding. Remember prompts? Now we understand them better. A prompt works only when ability is high. Prompt plus low ability is failure. Prompt plus high ability, success. Best prompt, action prompt. BJ Fogg recommends action prompts over alarms. Why? Because they are natural. They fit routines. They feel less forced. Emotion and motivation loop. Here is something important. When you succeed, you feel good. Dopamine releases. Motivation increases. This creates a loop. Tiny success, emotion, motivation. This is why celebration matters. Stop relying on willpower. Willpower is limited, draining, temporary. BJ Fogg says, if you need willpower, redesign the habit. Willpower is a backup tool, not a strategy. Reframing failure. BJ Fogg changes the meaning of failure. Failure does not mean you are weak. Failure means the design is wrong. Change the design, not the person. Behavior change without shame. Tiny habits removes shame. No guilt. No punishment. No self-attack. Only learning and redesign. Real life example, studying habit. Anchor. After opening laptop, tiny behavior. Read one paragraph. Environment. Book already open. Phone away. Celebration. Smile and nod. Result. Consistent studying. No stress. Identity reinforcement. Each easy habit sends a message. I am capable. I show up. I can change. Identity grows quietly. Welcome back. So far, we have learned how habits start. Now we will learn something deeper. Today's part is about how habits grow, how habits change identity, how emotions wire behavior. This part explains why tiny habits lead to big life change. Relax your mind. Let us begin. The biggest question people ask. Many people ask, if my habit is tiny, how will it ever become big? This is a good question. BJ Fogg answers clearly. Habits grow naturally when designed correctly. You do not need to force growth. How habits actually grow. Most people believe, start big, push harder, increase discipline. BJ Fogg says this creates resistance. Instead, start tiny. Feel successful. Let confidence grow. Growth happens after success, not before. The role of confidence. BJ Fogg explains an important truth. Confidence is the fuel for habit growth. Confidence comes from repeated success, feeling capable. Feeling proud? Tiny habits create success every day. Success creates confidence. Confidence allows growth. Tiny first, big later. Here is the rule. Tiny habit and a guaranteed success. Success, positive emotion. Positive emotion and confidence. Confidence, the growth. This process is natural. No pressure. No forcing. Never raise the bar too early. A common mistake. People say, this is too easy. I should do more. BJ Fogg warns, do not raise the bar early. Why? Because pressure kills habits. Expectations create fear. Fear blocks consistency. Tiny must feel safe. Optional growth rule. BJ Fogg gives a smart rule. Tiny is required. More is optional. If you feel like doing more, great. If not, tiny is enough. This keeps habits alive. Habit expansion happens automatically. Over time, ability increases, confidence increases, desire increases. You begin doing more without planning it. This is the healthiest way to grow habits. Identity, the hidden power of habits. Now we move to identity. What is identity? Identity is who you believe you are, the story you tell yourself. Examples: I am lazy. I am bad at habits. I never stick to things. BJ Fogg says, identity changes through behavior, not thinking. Behavior comes before identity. Most people try to change identity first. They say, I want to be confident. I want to be disciplined. But identity does not change from words. Identity changes from action, even tiny action. Tiny habits send identity signals. Each tiny habit sends a message. Message examples. I am someone who takes care of myself. I am someone who starts. I am consistent. These messages slowly replace old identity. Example, identity shift. Tiny habit. After waking up, drink 1 sip of water. Identity message, I care about my health. After many days, self-image changes. Choices change naturally. This is powerful. Repetition creates belief. Belief is built through repetition, not big wins, small consistent wins. Tiny habits repeat easily. That is why they work. Emotion is the real habit builder. Now we reach the most important idea. BJ Fogg says, emotion creates habit, not repetition alone, not time alone. Motion wires the brain. How the brain learns. The brain learns when something feels good, something feels successful, something feels rewarding. Emotion acts like glue. It locks behavior into memory. Why celebration matters again. Celebration is not childish. Celebration is scientific. When you celebrate, dopamine releases. Neural pathways strengthen. Habit forms faster. This happens even with tiny actions. Internal celebration is enough. Celebration does not need loud clapping, external rewards. It can be a smile, a yes, a feeling of pride. It must be real. Feeling successful is the goal. BJ Fogg says, design habits that make you feel successful. Success feeling matters more than habit size. This removes pressure. Avoid negative emotion, shame, guilt, self-criticism. These emotions block habit formation. Tiny habits removes punishment, only learning, only redesign. Mistakes are data, not failure. When a habit does not stick, do not blame yourself. Do not quit. Ask, was it too big? Was the anchor wrong? Was celebration missing? Adjust the design. Self-compassion is a skill. BJ Fogg teaches, be kind to yourself. Kindness increases safety, willingness, consistency. Harshness kills habits. Behavior change without force. Tiny habits proves you do not need pain to change. You do not need suffering. You do not need extreme discipline. You need good design. Real life example, emotional health. Anchor, after sitting on bed at night, tiny behavior. 1 deep breath, celebration. Relax shoulders, say good. Emotion, calm, safety, over time. Stress reduces, sleep improves. Identity shifts, stacking confidence across life. Tiny habits in one area, increase confidence in other areas. Example, health habit, confidence. Confidence, better work, better relationships. Change spreads naturally. Why this method lasts for years. Tiny habits last because they fit real life. They respect human nature. They reduce pressure. They build identity. This is long-term change. Welcome back. This is the final part of our journey. So far, we have learned how habits start, how habits grow, how habits change identity, how emotion wires behavior. Today, we bring everything together. Today is about real life. This part will show you how tiny habits change entire lives, how to redesign your future, how to move forward without fear. Take a deep breath. Let us begin. Why tiny habits change lives. Many people ask, can small habits really change my whole life? BJ Fogg answers clearly, yes, because habits shape identity, and identity shapes life. Big change does not come from big effort. Big change comes from small actions done consistently. The power of compounding. Tiny habits work like interest. One tiny habit looks small today, feels invisible today, but over time, confidence grows, identity shifts, choices improve, life direction changes, change compounds quietly. Real life transformation stories, conceptual. BJ Fogg studied thousands of people. The pattern was always the same. People did not change because they pushed harder. They punished themselves. People changed because habits felt easy. Success felt good. Shame disappeared. Health transformation example, tiny habit. After waking up, drink 1 sip of water. Then, after water, stretch arms. After stretch, walk a little. After walk, healthier food. No force. Health improved naturally. Mental health transformation. Tiny habit. After sitting on bed, take 1 deep breath. Emotion. Calm. Safety. Over time. Stress reduced. Anxiety softened. Sleep improved. Tiny habits create emotional safety, confidence, and self-worth transformation. Tiny habit. After looking in mirror, say one kind word. Emotion, pride, acceptance. Over time, self-talk changed. Confidence increased. Behavior improved. Identity healed through action. Productivity and focus transformation. Tiny habit. After opening laptop, read one sentence. Environment. Phone away. Clean space. Over time, focus improved. Procrastination reduced. Work became easier. Design replaced discipline. Relationships transformation. Tiny habit. After seeing a loved one, smile or say thank you. Emotion. Connection. Warmth. Over time, trust grew. Communication improved. Relationships strengthened. Tiny behaviors build big bonds. Redesigning your entire life. BJ Fogg introduces a powerful idea. You can redesign your life one habit at a time. Not all at once. Not perfectly. One tiny habit. Start where you want change. Ask yourself, what area needs care? Health? Mind? Work? Relationships? Self-respect. Choose one area only. Design habits, not goals. Goals are distant. Create pressure. Feel heavy. Habits are immediate. Feel light. Create progress. Focus on habits. Behavior design mindset. BJ Fogg teaches, you are a designer, not a failure. When something does not work, redesign, adjust, simplify, never blame yourself. Life is always changing. Life changes. Energy changes. Schedules change. Emotions change. Tiny habits adapt easily. Rigid systems break. Flexible systems survive. Tiny habits during hard times. When life is hard, motivation drops, energy drops. Big habits fail. Tiny habits survive. Even one deep breath matters. The power of showing up. Showing up matters more than doing more. One tiny action says, I did not quit. I still care. I am still moving. This builds resilience. Resilience is built through ease. BJ Fogg shows ease creates consistency. Consistency creates resilience. Hardness creates burnout. Ease creates strength. Final rules of tiny habits. Let us review the core rules. Rule 1. Make habits small. Rule 2. Focus on ability, not motivation. Rule 3. Use anchors as prompts. Rule 4. Celebrate immediately. Rule 5. Let habits grow naturally. Rule 6. Change design, not yourself. A new relationship with yourself. Tiny habits changes how you treat yourself. No more shame, guilt, self-attack. Instead, curiosity, kindness, confidence. This is real self-improvement. You are not lazy. Let us say this clearly. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You never lacked discipline. You just needed better design, smaller steps, positive emotion, the quiet power of tiny change. Tiny habits do not shout. They whisper, but they last. Your future is built daily. Your future is not decided by one big decision, one perfect day. Your future is built by small actions, repeated daily, with kindness. Final message to the viewer, strong ending. You do not need to become someone new. You only need to start where you are. One tiny habit, one tiny success, one tiny celebration. That is enough. Your life will follow. Closing, slow, inspirational, ASL-friendly. Take a breath. Smile gently. You have already started changing by learning this. Tiny habits are powerful because you are powerful. Thank you for watching. Thank you for showing up. End of full book complete.